Apologies for that. And today I also have a special guest here, Lamed. He is joining me on the percussion. He's a friend of the place, and we just met, and we said let's do the experiment and see what will happen if we try to play together. I know we have to wait, but I'll just do a little introductory jam. Welkom. Oh, wacht even, het André gewoon. Jezus. Have you ever danced in a tarpaulin, seen the world dressed in blue, changing in the beating sun? Have you ever dug a foundation, put out the crackula? Isn't it spectacular? Have you ever raised a construction, a Goliath of obstruction, leaning strong against its will? Have you ever heard the thunder roar from afar, pull the tarp all over your heart, just to make it out dry? Building a home, building a home, oh how enlighteningly frightening. Building a home, building a home at the edge of the forest of lightning. Back before that we began, I never held a power drill. I never measured anything more than an estimate. Back before that we began, I never used the circular saw to shape the plans. I used to do it all by hand. Can you even think of it being green just like that? We're raising the walls here, we're building a house here. Can you even think of it dancing in the dark? We're raising the roof here, we're building a house here. A law-abiding, storm-defying, full-blown, mighty, bona fide. Back before that we began, I never heard of 2x4s. Here I am dragging 2x4s, dragging them through the door. Back before that we began, I never measured anything, I never leveled anything. And things should be level, they should be level. Can you even think of it being green just like that? We're raising the walls here, we're building a house here. Can you even think of it dancing in the dark? We're raising the roof here, we're building a house here. A law-abiding, storm-defying, full-blown, mighty, bona fide house.
Dankjewel. So I've been making a new record, and the record is about the house that I built. I built a law-abiding, full-blown, mighty house from the ground up with my partner. We did everything ourselves, so it's been a huge, immense project. It had so much impact on my life that I thought I have to write songs about this. So I ended up writing 25 songs, and I got to select some of the nicest ones. And so there's a full album about this in the mix. We are still together, but you are. It's a good question. It's definitely a relationship test. Doing a lot of construction together, it's not easy. But we survived, both literally and as a couple. But I also have some sad songs about this.
I've been going where my heart leads, chasing wild geese, gone the fish greenish day. I've been getting by with my own hands, but it's hanging on. Dealing with the grindstone, one of you and me both. Is it enough? Or do we need a miracle, something magical, just to make it in the end. And I just hope it's all worth it in the grand scheme of things. As dealing with the day to day can be so hard when the going gets rough and I'm lost and not following the right path. I can be mean sometimes, you know we're doing it both. Is it enough? Or do we need a miracle, something magical, just to make it in this land? Just to make it in the end. I've been going where my heart leads, chasing wild geese, or do they chase me?
Dankjewel. Would anyone be so kind to pass me the beer that is on the piano? Thank you, sir. So when I started making music, at least when I started writing songs, I was a big fan of Ben Howard. Does anyone here know Ben Howard, the British artist? He was famous from the hit Keep Your Head Up. And I had this dream of one day making a record with his producer, Chris Bond. And I just so happened to get in touch with Chris last year. And I was talking about my plans for this album, about building the house. And he said, I also built my own house, and I love the songs that you wrote and the concept. And then he said, let's make a record together. So I'm making a record with Chris Bond, which is like a crazy dream come true for me. And we're almost finished, actually. I've been in the UK a couple of times last year to record the music, and yeah, I'm super, super excited about what the album will be. So if you like to keep up to date, you can follow me, and you will be the first one to hear the new songs when they come out. And this next song is how the Americans call it, 3 chords and the truth.
I see you in the grass is green, you and me eternally. I see you when I'm dreaming, that hole in the outer wall. Let the light shine in through the window, shine upon us into the golden hour. Grass is green, you and me eternally. Grass is green, you and me eternally. I see you when we're fixing that leaking ceiling, honey. What a strange disposition, through the good times and bad, till the end of time and bad. Grass is green, you and me eternally. Grass is green, you and me eternally. Grass is green, you and me eternally. Grass is green, you and me.
Dankjewel. Can I get a big round of applause for Lamet on the percussion? So we didn't rehearse anything, he's just cruising along on these songs. So my gratitude, really enjoying this experiment. Yeah. So as you might see, is that I'm a bit of a wannabe cowboy. And one of my big cowboy dreams was to have a back porch with a rocking chair. So when we built the house, I finally got to build a back porch and get a rocking chair. But the thing was, we had quite an intense year, and my partner went on a road trip by herself. Then I was on my own finishing this back porch, and it was finally finished, and I was sitting there on the rocking chair. So I was like living my dream, but then I figured something was missing in my dream. It was my partner. So then, not my proudest moment, I had a couple of beers on my own, and I took my guitar and I wrote this next song. It's called Waiting on You.
Friday night, I'm feeding the cash, wishing you were here instead. You drove up to a foreign land, working the miles on the car I lent you. And I'm out here, burning the oil, building the steps to our new back porch. But what's a dream that you can share? It's lonely in my rocking chair. I'm not used to being alone. I'm not happy on my own. And I thought I was, and I thought I could be with the car and hold down the fort. Did I find my midnight, I'm lying in bed. I think about the words I said, and I just hope I didn't push too hard, working on the things that I thought I wanted. I don't know when you'll be coming home, but I really hope that you know I'm sorry. 'Cause what's a dream that you can share? It's lonely in my rocking chair. I'm not used to being alone. I'm not happy on my own. And I thought I was, and I thought I could deal with the cards and hold down the fort. But I find myself waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. One, two. I'm not used to being alone. I'm not happy on my own. And I thought I was, and I thought I could deal with it all and all down for it. But I find myself out here waiting on you.
Dankjewel. It's so nice to be playing along together. It's really nice when things in music go this spontaneously. So we did everything ourselves building this house, so we learned a lot of stuff. And one of the things that I learned is not to walk on the rooftop when it's frozen. We have like this metal sheet metal roof, and it's a little bit slanted. And one thing that I learned about myself is that I can be pretty impatient. So I had a job planned for a day, and the rooftop was completely frozen, and you could see like all the frost on the roof. But I was like, oh, I have to do construction today, and I planned it today, so I'm gonna do it. Then I was like slipping all over the roof, and it was like very close to the edge. And a year later, I was looking at this roof, and it was frozen again, and I was thinking, I'm such an idiot for having tried to do that, and like putting yourself at such a great risk when you could just like wait a week and then it would be completely okay.
Was it the same shoes?
No, not with these shoes. I had construction shoes, but they were still very slippery. Now with these, I would have died probably. Now I only almost died.
Winter came along with its sad and white days, and I was dealing with the day-to-day, the hours that I left. I was always the first to climb the steps of that ladder, frosted like a needle bed on corrugated sheets couldn't hold me back. You should have seen my face when I almost slipped and died, falling 23 feet is such an awful height. Wasn't till my feet touched back on solid ground that it dawned on me like the ice on the rooftop. They're slipping. Holy shit, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth putting my own life on the line for a little impatience? My impatience. You should have seen my face when I almost slipped and died, falling 23 feet is such an awful height. Wasn't it worth it? 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 Wasn't it worth it?
Dankjewel.
So I have two more songs for you. And a nice coincidence, I was talking with Liz and she was talking about doing some J.J. Cale songs in a band. This next song I wrote as an answer to J.J. Cale's After Midnight. I don't know if any of you know this song. And he's singing, after midnight, it's gonna be peaches and cream. And I had one of those nights where I was lying in bed and I couldn't sleep, and you know, you have a lot of troubles on your mind and your mind starts wandering off. And we just moved into the new house and it was storming, and I could feel like the house, like hear all the cracks and the wind gushing against the walls. And I was thinking like, ooh, is this house gonna survive? Are we gonna survive in this house? And is it really gonna be peaches and cream after midnight? Or not? Or has J.J. Cale been lying to us?
Storm wind blew heavy on the southern wall, made me halfway through the night, halfway in my dream. I'd been restless, I'd been working late, laid me halfway in my thought, knowing what it was. Would I be here in another life? Am I cut out of the right wood? Could I make it stand the test of time? Is it gonna be peaches and cream peaches and cream. Glory of the present day to make the future seem okay. But am I losing myself? The struggle of the modern man. You gotta take it, you gotta take it while you can. Would I be here in another life? Am I cut out of the right wood? Could I make it stand the test of time? Is it gonna be peaches and cream? Peaches and cream. storm wind blows relentlessly through the southern night. Meet me over in a dream, back where we began.
Dankjewel. Oh, thanks so much for listening. Again, can I have another applause for Lamet for doing the percussion with me. Thanks to Matrix for having us. I have one last song. Much thanks to Liz for letting me open the show. If you like the music, I've got some CDs and a vinyl there. I came by train, so if you want to save me from doing some lifting, you can buy some stuff. When I was doing this house building, I got to a point where I could not stop anymore. I had other things to do, but then I saw like all these details that needed attention. Like needed some caulking on a line or some painting, and then every time I sat down and I wanted to do something, and then I thought, oh, I still have to put a nail in the wall there and paint this little bit, and I just couldn't get any work done except for constructing. So then I thought, I'm really addicted to the DIY. Then I thought, that's a song.
Sawdust on the floor. There's white coke on my door. There's a bucket of paint that is stewed in the rain, and another one that's spilled on the floor. There's sawdust on the ceiling. There's sawdust in my brain. Well, I used to be a regular guy. Now I'm addicted to the DIY. I got a tape measure in my pocket. Got a pencil up my sleeve. Well, I know every inch of this room that I'm in, and I know everything is me. But the issue that I'm facing, I couldn't help it if I tried. Well, I used to be a regular guy. Now I'm addicted to the DIY. At the checkout, you say $100 or more. Well, I can make it for $20 and a trip to the hardware store. Just like the time is passing, I couldn't help it if I tried. Well, I used to be a regular guy. Now I'm addicted to the DIY. Do it better. I know a man who can do it cheap. He's got long wild hair, he will get you there. Of course that man is me. If all of my time were passing, I couldn't help it if I tried. Well, I used to be a regular guy. Now I'm addicted to the DIY. And I used to be a popular guy. Now I'm addicted to the DIY. Now I'm addicted, now I'm addicted, I'm addicted to the DIY. Thank you so much. I hope you really enjoy Liz's show, and have a good evening.
Whoa. Will just be a couple of minutes while we change the microphone and get the sound set up. Just a couple of minutes, not a long break. Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to keep my coat on for one song, as I've sat still for too long and I'm a bit... And then I'll take it off because I get hot when I'm playing. I don't have a pedal like Aidan to silence this part. Okay, I'm going to start with a song about Edinburgh, which is where I live. And then I'll introduce afterwards. Giving me all that on board, food off of Mexico, and give me the bright lights of a Vegas show. Play me a dramatic chorus of flamenco, as I can't go home. Take me to dark bars down the Vanna roads and show me those streets through a kaleidoscope. Show me that underground a dungeon glow, as I can't go home. Well, take me to dark bars down the Vanna roads and show me that underground dungeon glow. And give me wild nights on a party bar, as I can't go home. Well, take me to an hour at your whiskey hole and show me those streets through a kaleidoscope, and give me a midnight place for a breakfast roll. I can't go home. I can't go home. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm warm now. I'm warm. One moment. Out of the shot of the camera. My debit's in, card's in there. One of you can rob me blind now. Okay, I'm going to get Levent up to play with me a little bit later. But I'm going to do a few on my own first. I'm probably going to keep playing, not just yet, a little bit later. I'll do a few on my own. Thank you. I'm going to keep playing right through because there's started a little bit later than intended tonight as we got everything set up. I'll take a very short break halfway through to put on a different t-shirt. And that's because of the videos. It's not really a costume change other than I can try to get it to look like two different gigs if I change from black into yellow. And there'll be enough time for everyone to get a drink at that point. Okay.
You can also change the lights.
Could change the lights. How about that? It's been a long time since I've got any good footage of myself singing, and I know that Yasser puts on an amazing setup here, so it's all part of the plan. I wrote this song in a job I had last year where I was working for a vinyl factory producing records. And I was operating a big machine drilling holes in vinyl that wasn't good enough. So they were recycling the vinyl, and you have to drill the label out. I was operating this great big roaring machine, and I was quite happy because it was a new job. And weirdly, I wrote this song whilst operating a big machine, possibly one of the most sensitive songs I've written in a long time. It's called Mountains. Maybe you need the mountains to take you out of your head. Maybe you need the tall pine to tempt you from your bed. I have good friends who say it begins and it ends in and around the mountain. Maybe you need a big machine to feel a rush that's real. Maybe you need a long drive to find the mind you like. I have a good friends who say it begins and it ends in the roar of a big machine. And maybe you need an open hand from the one you love in return. And maybe you need the greatest thing you can ever learn. Oh, I have good friends who say it begins and it ends in the palm of an open hand. I can say that I have found my way a little late in the day, but it wasn't the mountain. And though I love a big machine, and I crave an open hand. No one's the same. No one's the same. Thank you very much. I think the idea behind that is that everybody, something different makes everybody happy. I'm a musician now, proper one, full time, and I'm broker than I've ever been, and more apprehensive about my future than I've ever been, but I'm also happier than I've ever been, so there we go. Right, let's lighten the mood a little. This is a co-write with my other half, John, who's my guitar player also in the band, and he writes lots of interesting stuff on the guitar and then hands it to me to turn it into a kind of polished song. It's a bit strange doing it without him or without another musician, but this is a good old hangover song. You've seduced someone the night before, woken up with them in the morning, and they're cross with you about it. That's the context. Quit your moaning, I have a pain low down in my brain. Last night's whiskey was insane. Oh, but I was parched, so thirsty, now I feel dirty and too blame, but all your moaning with my low serotonin, it don't make hay. Quit your moaning, it's too early to find if we still click in the sober light. Last night's whiskey really was insane. Whoa, but I was parched, so thirsty, now I feel dirty and too blame, but you're refilling when I'm always willing. We both know the game. Well, I'm sure there was a fine reason at the time. If I told you that I loved you, that was what was on my mind. Oh, double measures, double measures. Well, quit your moaning, we're too old to be deploring a drunk on a roll. Last night's whiskey really was insane. Whoa, but I was parched, so thirsty, now I feel dirty and too well blame, but all your moaning with my lower serotonin, it don't make hay. Well, I'm sure there was a fine reason at the time. If I told you that I loved you, that was what was on my mind. Oh, double measures, double measures. Thank you. Alrighty, so I had a set list and then I've changed it because Lament was here. I had a little play earlier and he's fantastic, so I've rejigged the set list and I'm what we call coasting now. I'm going to do a song called You Can Cry, which is a favourite of our host here, Dryad Music, Andre. This is a simple song, a message to a friend to say, come back to my place, we'll have a bottle of wine and you can tell me all about it. Come back to my give you wine, though I cannot guarantee my wine set you free. I will pop the cork and listen until the bottle runs dry. And then, if you need to, you can cry. I have a friend that I can ask around, and he will tell you how he lost many sorry pounds. And then he'll tell you how he laughs about it now. And if you need to, you should cry. So come back to mine, and share my wine. Oh, come on back to mine. I could bring down from the loft a happy photograph and show you our Maria and her tragic loss. And she would tell you to allow the time to feel alive. Oh, but if you need to, you should cry. So come back to mine. Oh, come on back to mine. Share my wine. Come on back to mine. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm going to settle myself in now. These songs are all familiar to me, but because there's cameras, I'm playing them in a way that I've never played them before. If you've never seen me before, that's okay, you don't know that. Neither do the whole world on YouTube. Okay. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to ask Lament to join me after this song. When young Joe from your hometown takes another young man down, do you not condemn those like him? When a young Joe from some other town takes another young man down, do you not condemn those like him? Take your reading with pinches of salt. Remember, fear is no child's fault. Remember, all of your meals were hot, and when you woke, you didn't fear alone. Fear a lot. Now young Joe told a tale of grief, shocked the town to disbelief. Didn't you not condemn her doom? Now young Joe, she has fled the town, and the sad story is all around. There you now condemn her doom. So take your reading with pinches of salt. Remember, fear isn't no child's fault. Remember, all of your meals were hot, and when you woke, you didn't fear a lot. You didn't fear a lot. Fear a lot. Now young Joe knocks at your back door, like he's knocked so many times before. You show kind, just like a good neighbor should. Now old Joe knocks at your back door, like he's knocked so many times before. You go blind, like a good neighbor should. So take your reading with pinches of salt. Remember, fear is no child's fault. Remember, all of your meals were hot, and when you woke, you didn't fear a lot. 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 Thank you. Okay, Lament, would you like to join me for a few songs, if you're still here? Hey. So, the same as Dietrich, or Aidan, stage name, Aidan. We met an hour or two ago. And I work with a wonderful percussionist at home, and she's going to be pretty cross with me, I think, after this. But nonetheless, here we are, and it's really nice. It's always nice to work with musicians for the first time. So, welcome back to the stage.
Thank you. Dank u wel.
So we're jamming now. We're jamming live on YouTube. Okay. Are you happy?
I'll follow you.
This one has a time change. It gets faster at some point. I will indicate it by doing this. All right. Good luck. This song is called "Roll Me In," and it's not your English. It doesn't make any sense at all in English to a native English speaker. Should be the word real, but it's very hard to sing, and I have a slight lisp on my R's, so roll is easier. You roll me in, darling. Yeah, you roll me in, darling. You take me to state of sin. Yes, you roll me in, darling. And you take take my mind, darling. Yeah, you go and you jump right in. Whenever you're there, well, I have no other care as you take my mind, darling. You're in my dance, darling, my walk and my stance, darling. Whenever I move, it's with you in mind. Oh, it's true as you take my days, darling. And you're in my dreams, darling. My dreams, oh my dreams, darling. Whenever I'm dreaming held to you, and I am screaming, oh, you take my sleep, darling. And you roll me in, darling. Like a piece of helpless string, as you wind me in to a state of helpless sin. Yeah, you roll and you roll me in. Chucked a mini cymbal. Wow, you must have hit that hard. Pew. Alrighty, this is a song about not being from anywhere properly. I was born in London, and I grew up in Cumbria, and I've moved around England a lot, and I've also lived in Scotland for 15 years now. But wherever I've lived, I've had the wrong accent. I've never been a local. And despite going to certain places and feeling like a local, I'm not perceived as one, and this song is about that. It's light-hearted. It's called A Woman from Nowhere. Kicking around my old stomping ground, staying on the river with a brother I found, sipping up a beer in a place I thought I'd found myself, thinking through the years of good cheers and good health. Here I feel a home, but my voice makes me a stranger. So I will be your guest, singing in your tone. Birthplace a mile or two south and east of here, but I am a woman from nowhere. But I am from that workroom where I first fell in love, and I am from the stair where I waved goodbye, and I am from that river underneath the stars, the Patagonian sky. And from the day my mother cried. So don't ask me where I'm from, you cannot know, no. I will be a woman from nowhere. Now settling down in a northern town, not quite the nomad I had planned. And some people need me there, and I do feel home, but I am still a woman from nowhere. I am from that workroom where I first fell in love, and I am from the stair where I waved goodbye, and I am from that river underneath the stars of a Patagonian sky. I am from the day my mother cried. So don't ask me where I'm from, you cannot know, no. I will be a woman from nowhere. Oh, and don't tell me who I am, you cannot know, no, no, no. I will be a woman from nowhere. Right, let's go back to more hangover songs. I'm not a hangover person anymore because I got a van, and it prevents me from drinking. But I am familiar with a hangover, very familiar, which only got worse when I moved to Scotland. They like a drink in Scotland, as do I. But it's also an instant driving ban for a year if you're even a tiny bit over the limit, so. Okay, this is kind of bluesy, I suppose. Kind of bluesy. I will help with the riff to start with. Last night's a whiskey sitting by my bed is more appeal than the real day ahead. Well, I get on up for them greedy fools, a drink of that whiskey, stay here and snooze, wait for a revolution, feel them balloons. Last night's a whiskey, warm it in the morning sun. It's way more appeal today than getting something done. Fight like the French, stay here and snooze and drink the whiskey, feel those blues. But there's another psycho in charge of all the tools, and we choose to abide, and we lose to the tired of the rags on the lies. With one more whiskey and a little lethargy, and one more whiskey. Last night's a whiskey sitting by my bed. I could take a sip or I could change the world instead. Fight like the French, stay here and snooze, drink of that whiskey, feel them blues. There's another fruitcake in charge of and a little lethargy, and one more whiskey, and a little lethargy. Thank you very much. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to do the costume change, making me look like a right prima donna. So there's a couple of people here that were also at a gig that I was at last night. It's nice to see you supporting live music twice in 1 week. Thank you for coming back. What will we do? Let's do something percussive. How about funky? You like funky?
Yeah, I like it.
This is a song about someone I used to know who was a nurse in Edinburgh accident and emergency. And the job took a toll on her, shall we say. Very difficult place to be at the time. And it's not typical to write these dark songs to a funky beat, but I can't help it. It's a songwriting style, I suppose. Her role in her life, the good kind, place and strive on the good side. Her skill is noted quietly, a gift aside, little glory. And everywhere she goes, glows. And everyone she knows grows. She stands ready to save a life. She holds steady under flash in her life. But once in a while, she feels so tired, like a child in the night, covering up scared eyes, whilst everyone she sees dreams. Her work, it knows no borders, sighted ways, no colors. And her people are the needing, the frightened and the sick, and the bleeding. And everywhere she goes, glows. And everyone she knows glows. She stands ready to save a life. She holds steady under flash in her lights. And once in a while, she feels so tired, like a child in the night, covering up scared eyes, whilst everyone she sees dreams. very much. Okay, take this 2 minutes to get a drink. I'm going to quickly change my t-shirt. One moment. I won't be long. I'm admitting it because I think it's just sensible to be honest with you what I'm doing.
Maybe I can take something from her.
So, I have two venues, favorite venues in the world, and I mean, of the world, I mean everywhere I've played. One is a venue in Aberdeen called the Blue Lamp, and the other is this venue, the Matrix in Rotterdam. It's something about it, I don't know. And sadly, 2 months ago, the Blue Lamp in Aberdeen closed down forever. So now, this is my favorite venue in the world. Because I had two, and now there's just the one. I've played in a lot of incredible venues, and I can't explain why. Some places just feel special. This one does. Tell your friends about this place. They have lots of world music, people from all over the world coming and playing folk music of their country. And yeah, just tell your friends if anybody likes acoustic live music, because this place has incredible things all the time. Kind of a jumpy bluesy one again, I guess. I'll start with You don't need a classic love song. Tradition is not your king. And you met in the modern world when colors ran through your hair. And anybody who knows you like me would simply agree that you were meant for things beyond this world. You're a rainbow girl and a magic man, crossing borders to make your plans, and I've never seen a stronger hand in my days. You're a rainbow girl, a magic man, crossing borders to make your plans, and I've never seen a stronger hand in my days. Well, you don't need no classical love song. Tradition is none of your style. man in your days, and you're a rainbow girl and the magic man, crossing borders to make your plans, and I've never seen a stronger hand in my days. Anybody who knows you like me would simply agree that you were meant for things stranger than this world. Let's do some 3 beats per basket. This sugar has given me a notion that I could be free, and I'm holding my head up high now above my sliding feet. When I see those rainbows, you are there in my head. And those lines of your face and body, they rush in my head. Oh, as on a night like this, a memory of your kiss as the sky itself into colored words. They all rhyme, they say I'm doing fine. I wonder if I could, with rainbows in my blood, ever not recall loving you at all. It was the right choice, dear. I feel it here in my bones, and I smiled the other day. I hear you are not alone, and I cannot recall exactly all the cruel things we say. Oh, as the only lines are left of you are about to be read. On a night like this, a memory of your kiss as the sky attains into color the words. They all rhyme and they say I'm doing fine, but I wonder if I could, with rainbows in my blood, ever not recall loving you at all. Yes, you wrote the first chapter of my life, the way of first love should. And when I see those rainbows, I am almost like there in your bed. of your face and your body, they rush in my head. Oh, as on a night like thee, the memory of your kiss, as the sky turns into colored words, and they all rhyme, they say I'm doing fine, but I wonder if I could, with rainbows in my blood, ever not recall loving you at all. Ever not recall loving you at all. Thank you. Okay, I think I'll do one more with Lament, and then I'll do a few on my own just to finish off the evening. Right, we want something Latin that's left on the list. No gold. Okay. There's no goal, no border in this war. Oh, and it's cold and getting old. No bad man, no tyrant in this war. Oh, and it's cruel and fear-filled. To be born with your fate around the throat, laying low until it shows, giving into the throes. So receive your lives for a love of your kind. Oh, your lashes and lines for a love of your kind. To be born with your faith around the throat, laying low until it shows, giving into the throes, and to feel and be told it cannot be. That pull of love like the sea, it will be. So receive your lives for a love of your kind. Oh, your lashes and lines. Lashes on lines for a love of your kind. no goal, no border in this war. Oh, and it's cold and getting so old. Big hand for Lament, who's been assisting us all evening. I'll do a few on my own. Alrighty, thank you, Yasser, for having us. Yasser's in the back doing technical things. We'll just do a few more. I know it's a school night. Okay. I'm going to do a song called Strum. This is a song I wrote about a flamenco-style guitar player who played with just 2 fingers and 1 thumb. Strum, strum, strum. Strum, strum, strum. Strum, strum, strum. 2 fingers and your thumb. Watching, I'm watching you now. Making your funny sound. I am melting in your hum. As you strum, as you strum. Strum, 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 strum. I am craving your words now, and your hand rolling around. I am beating a private drum. Desperate for your words to come, and there's a place for the devil here, and I feel naughty and I feel no fear. Tell the crowd to disappear. Want you singing, singing just for my ear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As you strum, strum, strum. As you strum, strum, strum. As you strum, strum, strum. I am not aware of the room as I'm watching your lips move. Fixed here and my drink is dry, but I cannot move my eye. And there's a place for the devil here. I feel naughty and I feel no fear. And tell the crowd to disappear. I want you singing, singing just for my ear. And there's a place for the devil here. And I feel naughty and I feel no fear. And tell the crowd to disappear. Want you singing, singing just for my ear. Hey, hey, hey. As you strum, strum, strum. As you strum, strum, strum. As you strum, strum, strum. Oh, with 2 fingers and your thumb. Thank you very much. Okay, a little bit of blues for you. This song is called Karma. Sadly, about not believing in karma. Written from the point of view of the bad person. On no, come on. It ain't real after what I've done. I should be blind without a will. I know, come on, it ain't real after what I've done. I should be blind without a will. After what I've done, well, I should be begging, begging for you. And I know, come and know it cannot be true. After what I've done, well, I should be begging and begging for you. Well, is there something up there giving me endless chances? Is there someone up there taking all the hits for me? Yeah, yeah, yes. Come on. I know, come on. It ain't real after what I've done. Well, I should be blind without a will. And I know, come and know it cannot be true. After what I've done, well, I should be begging and begging for you. Well, is there someone up there giving me endless chances? Is there someone up there taking all the hits from me? Well, is there someone up there giving me endless chances? Is there someone over there taking all the hits for me? Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to do a song on this guitar now. It was here for a reason, but sadly only for one tune. So about, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago, I don't like to use the cliches, but they would call it writer's block. Writer's block being when you're a writer or a songwriter, a writer of any kind, you suddenly find yourself flat, without ideas, without inspirations. And I was very frustrated with my guitar at the time. I wasn't making any progress. And my other half said to me, go and put a guitar in a different tuning, and that'll fix you right up. And he was correct. I put a guitar in this tuning, which is called Dad Fad Minor for any guitar geeks out there. And this song came out in about 15 minutes flat. Now I had the lyrics already from a nighttime drive home after a gig where there was a colossal moon in the sky, one of those big fat ones that makes you think the world isn't real. And I wondered how many people might have driven their car off the road staring at such a big moon, because it was hard to not look at. And after a gig, you're kind of delirious when you're driving. You're driving on adrenaline, so daft things come out. Anyway, this is a song called Big Fat Moon. Big fat moon, will you take my life tonight as you turn my mind a little blind to the wheel and the road? Big fat moon, in the dark, what a dreamy light. One eye open as I can't decide if you're silver or you're gold. Big smoky moon, you think of friends and I think of foes. Are they watching you now as you watch a meager ripper this road? You could be the death of me, none of them would know. Oh, big fat moon, will you take my life tonight? As I drive towards you, I lose little pieces of time. Big fat moon, in the dark water dreamy light. One I open whilst you decide if I'm coming out alive. Big smoky moon, I think of friends, I think of foes. Are they watching you now as you watch me go ripple this road? In the black of night to blame, none of them would know. Big smoky moon, you look all warm and I know you're cold. You're a mermaid in that luring lagoon glow. And with the black of night to blame, none of them would know. None of them would know. Oh, big fat moon. One more and then you can all go and get your kebabs. Someone had one earlier. I smelled it. You know, you have a reputation for good kebabs. In the UK, we have shocking kebabs. And, people that come to the Netherlands want to get kebabs and shawarmas and things. We're not famous for our cuisine, and even our international cuisine doesn't live up sometimes. I live in Edinburgh, and Edinburgh has excellent curry, which is good for me because it is my favourite cuisine in the world. Indian food. Okay, do you want me to end on a happy one or a sad one? I don't know why I bother asking that question. No one has ever answered sad. Okay, I'm going to attempt to be a soul singer for about 4 minutes. Wish me luck. Find out what you love and let it kill you slowly. Work out what you need and let it be you holy. 'Cause this place hasn't any grace. The jury is really far off on the human race. But if you're lucky and have a little faith, then there is mercy on the other side anyway. You cannot see divinity. Life is just a long string of meaningless, beautiful days. Find out what you love and let it kill you slowly. Work out what you need and let it be you holy. 'Cause this place hasn't any grace. The jury is really far out on the human race. But if you're lucky and have a little faith, then there is mercy on the other side anyway. You cannot see divinity. Life is just a long what you love and let it kill you slowly. Find out what you love and let it kill you slowly. Find out what you love and let it kill you slowly. Find out what you love, let it kill you. Cause this place hasn't any grace. The jury is really far out on the human race. But if you're lucky and have a little faith, and there is mercy on the other side anyway. You cannot see divinity. Life is just a long string of meaningless, beautiful days. Thank you very, very much for coming out, you huge audience. Coming out in March, we really appreciate it. Andre here is Dryad Music. He supports a lot of musicians from the Netherlands, also from the UK, and I think you have somebody from Italy at the moment, don't you, as well? Andre supports a lot of independent musicians like us trying to make a living and get our name out there and play new places. So if you like original music and seeing people you never heard before, he's your man. Go and take his business card. And he not only sets up the gigs, but he also puts you in his house and feeds you too. So he's a very generous man indeed. He, last year, had my entire 6-piece band in his house for about 6 days. That's how generous he is. Okay, my name is Liz Jones. It's very forgettable. You'll forget about it in 10 minutes' time. I do have some CDs and things if anybody's interested. Andre has a stash over there. But come and say hello. That's the best thing about these gigs, is meeting new people. So please come and say hello. And thank you so much for the Matrix and everybody here for having me again. Thank you very much. I don't know. Do people want to go to their beds? Yeah? I don't know. Get mixed by. One more? One more. In Scotland they say, one more gin. In Rotterdam it appears we say nothing. Okay, I'm going to do a song called Broken Windows. Everyone that's watching this live stream is now going, oh no. This is a song that we named our band after. We recorded it many years ago. We have a band called Broken Windows. Some of you may have seen them here in October. We named ourselves after this song after we recorded it. So many angry people in my country today. Bitter spirits, broken windows, and the young ones learn the sway. So many angry people in the streets today, looking at me, talking at me, with only cruel things to say. So many lonely people on the news today, crying for their friends, crying for their fathers. Yeah, the incident our way. As I thought I saw someone break, I thought, got away, got away. And as I thought I saw someone break, I thought, got away. But it ain't so simple now. There's no workaround, and my broken pound won't pay. And I'm a little older now, trolling my mother town, and I hate to see her this way. So many careless people that want to talk about fair, whilst they flick their cigarette butts away like they turn into thin air. So many careless people with their fast ideas. Somebody types they want out of this life, how the young ones learn to feel. As I thought I heard someone say, get away. And as I thought I saw someone break, I thought, get away, get away. And it ain't so simple now. There's no workaround, and my broken pound won't pay. Hey, hey, hey. I'm a little older now, trolling my mother town, and I hate to see her this way. Thank you very much, Rotterdam. Thank you.